The Cooking with Jack show, the YouTube cooking show that inspired many of the greatest chefs today to pick up a pan. Is that a saying? Pick up a pan? Probably not, but I'm gonna keep it. And today we are continuing our journey into the greatest cooking series ever, the Lazy Man recipes. And today I think we have reached the pinnacle of lazy cooking. Lazy Man's pizza and garlic bread. Now quick spoiler alert, nothing he makes in this video resembles anything he mentioned in the title. But I think that's kind of expected now. Let's begin. Please subscribe.
Another Lazy Man's recipe.
Well, are you ready? Another Lazy Man's recipe. This one we're going to start off with. We're going to do two of them on the show. First one we're going to do is Lazy Man's Pizza. People have been asking, well, let's see you make pizza, because I ripped on the pizza places. Pizza Hut and Papa John's and Costco just had like the nastiest pizza.
You know, this should probably go down as the most unaware statement ever made by a human being. I mean, after you see what he's gonna try and pass off as pizza, he should honestly go to prison for attacking anybody else's attempt at a pizza.
So I'm going to show you how to do it quickly and easy. All right, see, here's all you need. This is easy. English muffins.
I mean, if you are following a pizza recipe and the first ingredient is English muffins, there should be a giant alarm bell going off in your head. To the people who have never had an English muffin, it is about the least desirable texture for the crust of a pizza.
Shredded mozzarella cheese. You can use different cheese, you know, if you want the Mexican blend, whatever. Here's the sauce that I got ripped off on. And these new little, check this out. My wife found these at Costco. They're like little mini pepperonis.
Yeah, Jack, I'm sorry, but I'm like 95% certain those are just dog treats. I think your wife is trying to poison you.
All right, you're going to lay out the all the English muffins. And just simply start putting a big glop on each one. You can go around and spread it later. Okay, we add the cheese. Put a little pinch on each one. Once again, this is my house, so I can be as messy as I want. That's what I love about doing this here. I have no idea how these pepperonis are going to work out, so we're just going to kind of toss them around there. And
what does that mean, Jack? You don't know how the pepperonis are going to work out? Are you expecting them to go rogue? Does anybody actually like pepperoni? I feel like that's some sort of myth perpetuated by like big pepperoni. I know I've like witnessed people ordering pepperoni pizzas, but like y'all get paid for that, right? No way you're actually just enjoying a pepperoni pizza, right?
There we go. So here's the finished product. We're going to pop this in under the broiler in the oven. And once again, there's no specific time length. Depends on how much cheese, how much stuff you put on there. You're going to watch the cheese. When it's all completely melted, then you're going to pull it out. This is kind of important. Depends on how hungry you are. I'm going to put my pizza about halfway in. You can go on the top shelf, but it's closer to the flame. You're going to have to be right on top of your pizza, watching it carefully.
Wait a second, I just realized nothing is cooking here. All of these are pre-prepared products. He's treating this like some sort of NASA experiment. You don't have to be on top of your pizza, just let them warm up. You'd have to try to mess this up.
And it could burn, so I like to take my time, go to the middle rack, stay further from the broiler flame, which is up above. And that will give me more control over the pizza so I don't burn it. Okay, it's been about, I would say 12 minutes. If you take a look here, oh, look at those babies. Look how beautiful. Now, for those of you who don't know when it's done, you see how there's little touches of brown? Let me just tip this up a little bit here. See the cheese browned a little bit there, browned a little bit there.
My God, what audience is Jack shooting for? I mean, he's treating this like the people watching it are 4 years old. Alright, so if you've never assembled a Lunchable pizza before, this is how you do it. You see the cheese? When it starts to cook, that means it's cooked. The more you know.
And this one here, same thing. Little browning, just lightly. The cheese is melted, the pepperoni's sizzling. It's absolutely delicious. This is the one I want to taste, right there, that one. The one you saw on camera. Now, some of you have said, Jack, please stop eating on camera because it's killing us. We're starving. It looks great.
Jack, my boy, I feel like I'm watching Shutter Island here. You gotta snap back into reality. Nobody on the planet has ever said those words to you. This is a Lunchables pizza. Nobody wants it.
So I'm just going to take a bite and let you know how it tastes. I'm not going to rub it in at all.
Yeah, Yeah, you know, I probably could have gone my entire life without seeing that, and I likely would have been just fine. And you know, the same probably goes for you, but we suffer together on this channel.
Wow. That was good. Here, you want to buy it? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just did that to you. That was so cold. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, I can't either. I honestly feel like I have a lawsuit on my hands. You're lucky I like you, Jack.
So now let's get in close again, and I'll show you how to do the Lazy Man's garlic bread. And by the way, if anybody knows the difference between Italian bread and French bread, you know what? It all smells good to me. Could you write me or Twitter me and let me know what the difference is? They always look the same to me.
Jack. That's racist.
So it doesn't matter. They're kind of interchangeable. But there might be a difference that I don't know about. So let me know. So here's what you got. You got your bread. You've got your bread knife. Yes, that's right. I have the correct knife. And then we have oregano seasoning. And then we have minced garlic. You can also use minced powder, chopped garlic, fresh garlic, any kind of garlic you want. But I'm just going to go with the minced today.
Okay, so I've never made garlic bread, but I mean, I feel like it's a pretty simple recipe. Is this not just normal garlic bread? I mean, I can't really see the lazy aspect of this.
And of course, butter. Real simple. This can be done literally in minutes. All right, so I'm going to cut this bread, and I'm going to try not to... I don't have the best knife skills, by the way, as you guys have already commented. So I'm going to cut down the middle first. And I think we're going to do it long ways. You can cut your, yeah, you can cut them this way if you want, straight across, and have small pieces. Or you can cut long way.
There's no way anybody does this, right? Just forcing your guest and your family to eat a fourth of a loaf of garlic bread if you want a piece? I mean, I guess it is a lazy man's garlic bread, and cutting it short ways would take like an extra 20 seconds, so I guess he's sticking to the theme.
And then, here we go. You can have big giant pieces. Depends on if it's just you and your girlfriend or wife or a big family. If it's a big family, cut the small pieces. Okay, so you're gonna do heavy dose of butter. You're thinking, wow, that's a lot of butter. Yeah, it is, but you have a thick piece of garlic bread.
Yes, Jack, you have that assessment correct. That is a big piece of bread, but that is about 4 pieces of bread worth of butter. I mean, the only thing lazy about this so far is the effect it's gonna have on you. That amount of butter in one sitting is gonna shut down your body.
You gently sprinkle on top your bits of garlic. This is so easy. And now this one, you gotta be a little more careful. So I just tap my finger on it until it starts to come out. Just give it a tap. You don't want too much of this. This is just more, honestly, it gives it a little bit of flavor.
You don't want too much of this, he says, as he puts more oregano than there is garlic on the bread.
Here you go. Okay, now we're gonna put these on the cookie sheet. We're gonna slam them in the oven. And when we bring them back, they're gonna be absolutely beautiful and golden brown, and we'll try it out. All right, now this is kind of how I like it. Just the very edge gets really dark. The inside gets some browning going on there. This is really hot, you gotta be careful. Now what I did, I put it in there and I must have looked at it like 10 times, okay? You gotta constantly, there's a fine line between this and completely burnt.
Now, Jack, you do know that that line between burnt and good is a lot easier to avoid if, you know, you just time how long you cook things instead of just watching everything you make in the oven. I mean, is there anything consistent in this kitchen? I don't even think he's told us an oven temperature this entire video. Now, the rest of the video is really just him getting a little bit too sensual with this garlic bread. So I figured I'd spare your eyeballs. Well, Jack, you've done it again. You've somehow lowered my expectations more than they already were. Never change, Jack. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and walk on over to that subscribe button and touch it. It's free. It won't cost you anything. But for now, that's all I have for you today. Bye.
Subscribe.